Why is it so hard to get a job now? Let's be honest, it's not easy getting a job these days. With unemployment rates falling, more people are looking for work than ever before. But there are also fewer jobs available than there used to be, and those that do exist pay less and offer fewer benefits than in the past. If you want to get hired today, you'll need persistence, determination, and a willingness to search for opportunities in unconventional places. The unemployment rate has been falling steadily over the last couple of years, but it's still high. The unemployment rate has been falling steadily over the last couple of years, but it's still high. The unemployment rate is the number of people who are unemployed and actively looking for work as a percentage of the total labor force, the sum of everyone who works or wants to work. In December 2018, this figure stood at 3.7%, down from 4% in December 2017 and 6% in December 2016, a sign that more people are finding jobs than they were before. The good news ends there. A stubbornly high number of Americans remain out of work, and those numbers can be even higher depending on how you define unemployment. For example, if you include part-time workers who want full-time jobs but can't find them, or people who have given up searching for work altogether because nothing seems available within their skill set area, then you'd get closer to 10% overall unemployment rate rather than 3%. It's becoming harder to find work that pays a decent wage. The cost of living is rising. The cost of housing is rising. Food prices are going up, too. The cost of groceries has increased by 2% each year since 2015, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS. Healthcare costs have been increasing at an average rate of 5% per year since 2008, and they're expected to continue climbing at an average annual rate of 6%, according to the BLS. This means more money spent on health insurance premiums, prescriptions, and other medical expenses like doctor visits or hospital stays, in addition to higher deductibles if you have an employer-sponsored plan through work. Education costs are also on the rise. Tuition at public universities has increased by 40% since 2006. Meanwhile, private university tuition has gone up 50%. And student loan debt now totals $1 trillion worldwide. That's a lot more than any one person could ever hope or need for. There are more people looking for jobs than ever before. The supply of jobs is decreasing, but the number of job seekers is increasing. This means that there are more people looking for work than ever before. The competition for jobs has increased dramatically because there are simply more people competing for each open position than there were 10 years ago. The average length of time it takes someone to find a job has also increased over time due to this lack of supply and increase in demand. There are fewer jobs available than there used to be. The job market is saturated. There are fewer jobs available than there used to be, and the trend shows no sign of reversing itself in the near future. Here's why. The economy has been in a recession since 2008, which means that businesses have been cutting back on their spending and cutting jobs as well. If you're not getting hired at one company, you might be able to get hired somewhere else, if another company doesn't beat you to it. That's why it's so hard for young people today, because there are so many other people trying for those same positions that companies don't need an extra employee if they can get someone who already knows what they're doing, or doesn't ask questions. In addition, some industries have been shrinking due entirely or partially due. People who used to stay in their jobs now quit them more often than they used to because they believe they'll find something better. An employee is more likely to leave his or her job than they used to. Employees also quit their jobs more frequently than in previous generations, because they believe that if they don't enjoy their current position, there will be something better out there for them. Many employers are using social media and other unconventional methods to identify candidates. Social media is a great way to learn about people, companies, and the job market. It's also a great way to find out if you're a good fit for an organization. Many employers are using social media and other unconventional methods to identify candidates. If you have the right skills but lack experience, these tools can help you get your foot in the door by demonstrating your ability and showing off your personality. and they'll give you an opportunity to connect with hiring managers before formal applications are due, or even required. It's not easy getting hired in today's job market, but with perseverance and hard work you can find a good job if you look in the right place and know what you're doing. It's not easy getting hired in today's job market, but with perseverance and hard work you can find a good job if you look in the right place and know what you're doing. The first thing to understand is that the job market is tough right now. There are many people looking for jobs, and even more employers trying to fill them, or at least appear as if they're trying. This means that competition among candidates is higher than ever before. The second thing to understand is that this means employers have more power over their employees. They don't have to offer competitive salaries or benefits because there will always be someone else willing to take whatever terms are offered. This has led many people into positions where they feel undervalued and unappreciated by their employers. And those feelings often lead directly back into quitting those same jobs after only a few months on the job. The job market is tough, but if you keep trying and don't give up, you'll find a good job. If nothing else, remember that there are always opportunities out there that might not seem like they are at first glance. You just have to keep looking until one comes along.